Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 16th of April, 2022. This is just my weekly analysis video where I go over all of the pairs I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. I'm coming to you from capital of Cambodia, and it is a beautiful hot day outside. I think I haven't been out yet. So let's get into it. First up, welcome to anyone that's new to the videos. Thanks for watching. I know they're not the most exciting videos on the planet, but we just got to get the message across, and hopefully that's what's achieved. If you do like the videos, hit the like button or subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Now let's first up, as we normally do, have a look at the week ahead for the news. This is the scheduled news through the Forex Factory Economic Calendar, which is free. Good thing is you can set it up to your local time, and you can set up filters, etc., to see what news suits you. I'm only interested in basically the red ones, which are the high impact events. If you're a day trader, you're probably looking at some of these medium impact ones also. But on the daily charts, don't really care unless it's something huge. So let's start off Monday. Half the planet is still on a holiday, Easter Monday. So not much is going to happen on Monday like it wasn't yesterday. There's really not much at all. There's a few talking heads, which I just call like governors of banks speaking, or Fed chairmans or stuff like that. So nothing Tuesday really. Wednesday, out of Canada, CPI numbers. New Zealand CPI numbers on Thursday, and another talking head from the UK on Thursday. Gee, she's quite weak, isn't it? Quite weak. Friday, more talking heads. Flash manufacturing out of Germany, which affects the euro, obviously. And, geez, that's probably one of the quietest weeks in the news ever. So there's not much happening next week. But having said that, that's only scheduled news. Anything from left field, like wars in Russia and Ukraine, stuff like that, can affect the markets, obviously. So you be prepared for anything. So that's the news. Now, if you've never watched my videos before or seen my setup, you may be a bit confused with all the things on the charts, all the colours, all the lines, the settings for the indicators, etc. This Word document sort of explains it all. So you can have a read of this, take a screenshot, or just print it out, or pause the video and have a read. Shows you what the moving averages setups are. The QMP filter, which is the red and green dots on the chart, explains what that is, and red trend lines, green trend lines, blue lines, etc. Sells are normally in red, buys are normally in blue. Stop loss is red dotted line. Any big numbers like parity, round numbers, etc. are the green dashed lines. You'll see them on a couple of the pairs. And the bottom indicator, or the MACD Platinum, is a zero lag MACD. It oscillates around a zero level. And generally, I'm looking to sell when it's above the zero level and buy when it's below the zero level. So that's the MACD Platinum. So if you haven't read that, or just, as I said, pause the video, have a read of it, and we'll go from there. Now let's get on the charts. Now this is Trading View. I don't know why it's changed a little bit. Now it's white on the right hand side. I don't know. I've switched to Windows 11 during the week, and it's messed up a few things, so I've got to get back on that. All right, so I use Trading View, but I do actually all my trading on the MT4, MT5 platforms. I don't actually trade off Trading View. I haven't got that far yet, but it's nice. Now, all these trades I take, these are just the watch list on the right here. It's only a short watch list just to avoid correlation and not give me too much work. There's obviously a lot more pairs. I call all these trade setups at the time. So if you've been with me a while, you'll know every day I post an update in my Facebook group, Telegram channels, and also Matt from Family Man Trading's Discord channel, and sometimes Twitter, etc. Just with the trade setups, I take a screenshot at the time and I put that to share folder and also share that with you guys. So it's all very transparent. These are none of the after the fact type trades. These are called at the time. So let's have a look. We'll work down the list here in alphabetical order. Aussie Swiss, you'll see I have some notes on the chart on the right here. Generally, the ones on the right are the most recent trade, and you'll see ones with notes on the left. So this is pretty straightforward. It's only the one trade on. It was a sell, so you'll see the pair, the date, the signal, and my thoughts on the actual trade setup itself. So that was a sell taken here by the red line. There was one taken here which didn't go well. We've stopped out. This is a second attempt. Red line, trend line, divergence. So we've got some. Now we didn't have at the time. My stop was here. We came within 2 pips. Now, whether you were stopped out or not, I don't know, but I wasn't. That line's been the same. So that red line there, I'll bring it up so you can see what it is. It hasn't moved from the videos. So 709.67, 709.67, and we look at the high here. If you just look up on here, in here, when I was 709.67, 709.46. So we're within 2.1 pips there. Now, whether we're stopped down or not, I don't know, but I wasn't. So it's come down, come good, bounce back up again. Look, it's just leave the stop where it is. We're not going well at all. Ideally, I want to see this come back into the MAs. In the meantime, I've been drawing this green trend line in, getting set up for potential hidden bullish divergence. So it's not confirmed yet, but I just adjust the line every day. If the price kept on coming down like that, it's no longer valid. Just remove the line. But in the meantime, it's still valid, so we just keep it on there. So the sell, not looking that flash, but not looking that bad either, and come close to getting stopped there. Aussie Yen, similar scenario. Here's a sell here. It's gone up close, nearly taken out the high. Hasn't hit my stop. Still along the high here. Not going that flash. But in the meantime, I'm in a buy from back here. So the 1st of Feb, I'm still in a buy here. Here's a stop for the buy. Let's just move that up a little while we're on the video. Generally, I like to keep the stop sort of halfway between the 50 and 100 moving averages. So we'll just move that up a bit, lock in a bit more profit while we're on the video. Not much, I know, but we'll bring it up to here. So that's the buy. So we're locking in profit there, and the sell, it's against us, but we're offset the loss by that buy there, which is all good. That's the Aussie Yen. Aussie USD. I'll just change the colours there. We're in a sell here. We've had a couple of previous goes at it and failed. Third one, we're doing all right. I've already moved the stop right down. Now, these green lines here are big numbers on the Aussie. So that's a 70-cent level. That's a 75-cent level. So I had a sell on the 25th of Feb. You can see my notes on the left here. And on Wednesday, the 9th of March, so that's these two here. No go. Closed for a loss, stopped out for a loss. So not good. So you can just, my notes here, stop, suggest stop loss has been moved. 13th of April, I moved the stop to that level here. It was just getting stuck in here and price was around the MAs, didn't like it. So I moved the stop just below the entry level. In the meantime, it's going down nicely still. And again, I'm drawing the divergence lines in, but not taking any action on them yet because nothing's been confirmed. Prices at the MAs now, so it's all a little bit messy. But we're at least we're heading in the right direction. So we're putting in a bit of a profit there. Cad Swiss, it's highlighted in orange, means I want to talk about it in this video. There's a reason for that. Now, what it is, I can't remember. So we took the sell here on the 31st of March, and on the 13th of April, I called that trade. So where are we going? 13th of April. So that would have been on the open there. Smartest thing I did all week, I think. On the open there, I closed that for that sell, which was the entry would have been just in here, and I closed it for a few pips. Profit, small profit, and in hindsight, it was a good move by me. It was at we're already through the zero level in the MACD Platinum, and prices at that moving averages just didn't look good, and it worked out well. And shortly thereafter, the next day, we got a buy signal, which I took here. And my concern was, I'd say previous high needs to be broken, which is this high here, and look where we're at, right at it now. So everything worked perfect with that one. In the meantime, you can see this is taken on supporting hidden bearish divergence, that is confirmed. Lower lows on the MACD Platinum and higher lows on the price, so it's hidden. But if you've listened to me for a while, you know I'll bang on about hidden divergence. I love it. So the reason that's highlighted in orange is I want to tell you, remind you that I was closed out on that, and now we're in a new buy. So we'll put that back to Euro Swiss, another one that's highlighted in orange. There's a reason for that. And the reason is I took a sell here on the 28th of March. It went down, went down, went down. The 7th of April, which is in here, I moved the stop right down, just didn't like the look of it. MACD platinum through the zero level. I called the stop, moved down to there. And on the 14th of April, I called the close. So let's have a look, 14th, 13th, 14th, here. Called the close for a tiny profit there. And I declined to take the buy. I just don't like the setup. There's no, the trend is down, obviously. Look at the moving averages. Price is already close to the moving averages. The MACD is just below the zero level. The buy, not for me. So I didn't take it. So we're out of this. We're in no trades on the Euro Swiss, and we took a small, very small profit on the sell. So I'll just highlight that in purple so I know to go back to it and fix that chart up. I just leave these on the chart to show you guys on the video. Euro pound in a sell here. Second one there is your first one there. New sell 30th of March, close for a loss on opposite QM people. So took the sell there, took the close up here somewhere. So we lost there. Here's a new one. You can read my notes there. It is going down nicely. I've brought the stop right down already, and it's going in the right direction. So we're making all that loss, we're recovering a bit. It's the Euro pound. Euro USD still in two sells here, one here from the 14th of Feb and another one here from the 4th of April. Both going all right. We're at this low here, 13th of April, called a close. So in here on the open, had this bearish candle on the open there. I called the close half the trade. We're at this previous low here. MACD platinum through the zero level. Good time to lock in some profit because this may be some sort of support level here. At the moment, we're sort of trying to break through. It doesn't matter. Both our stops for both trades are, let's bring them down a little bit, eh? So let's bring them just down a couple pips more. Get away from that fractal. Doesn't really matter. We'll just keep them constant. Sort of in between the 50 and the 100. So that's where the stops are for both trades. Can't lose on either now, so that's good. Even if we got stopped out in the second part on the second trade, we've already taken half here, so the small loss on the second half wouldn't be, overall would be profitable. Definitely profitable on that one. All good. Euro USD. GP CAD caused me a bit of grief. I've had one go at a buy there, another go at a buy there on a trendline break. The trend line's obviously been readjusted, and we've got another buy signal here and going nowhere fast. This is over a week of just sideways crap, really. So we're in a buy, going nowhere, stops down here. MACD's already through the zero level. I want to just see it get up towards the MAs, give it a bit of move. Pound yen, it's highlighted in orange for a reason. We've stopped out on the sell. So this sell here, grinding, price is grinding up, MACD's grinding down. And we've got an opposite signal here. It was close to my stop at the time, and I made mention I didn't close out because I wanted to see if it was going to hold. It didn't stop me out, so I could have reduced my loss if I just followed my normal rules. I took a bit of a risk, minor risk, because I've still got a buy on here. So I've still got a partial buy on from the 15th of March, so that's okay. Let's just move the stop up in that buy a little bit. We'll just put it up there. No. Under that sort of previous resistance level, and we're between the 50 and the 100. So the buy, we're out on so the sell's been stopped out, but we've still got a buy on, so it's all good. Even though we took a loss here, it's well and truly been offset by this partial buy. So I'll tidy up the chart when I'm done. Just let you guys know that it was stopped out. Like I said, full transparency. New Zealand Cad, another one highlighted in orange. Yeah, I'm still a bit peeved that I closed my sell out on this. I took a sell in here, and I closed out just for a small profit, and it's proven to be good. In the meantime, what's happened now? Buy from the 4th of February was taken here. It was a buy signal here. I took that, stopped out, so it was still remained valid. There's no red QMP filter dot. So I drew this trend line across here, trend line break, and we are going well, and it's been up there for a long time. And I brought my stop up to this level here when it got a bit messy, and it bang, stopped me out When's that? Wednesday. Definitely Wednesday, stopped out there. So the buy stopped out for an overall profit, which is good, more than made up for the loss on that one there. So that's out. That's no trades on the New Zealand CAD. I'll just tidy up that chart at the end. As I said, I'll just leave these on to show you guys. New Zealand Yen in a sell trade here, and it is going nowhere fast at all. It was a high risk trade. You can read my notes there. Look, the trends, MAs are starting to spread, a lot more obvious now. There's no supporting divergence, but its price is a long way away from the moving averages. The MACD platform's a long way above the zero level. It's worth a risk, but generally, if you say you normally risk 2% on a trade, this one you'd only risk 1% or something like that. Just be conscious. Don't risk the same on every trade. If you take against the trend with the trend type trades, give them a bit of a rating. That's what I tend to do, and just go from that. So that's a sell there. Going nowhere at the moment, just going sideways like a lot of pairs. New Zealand USD. Righto, here's another one with big numbers. That's the 70-cent level, that green line, and the New Zealand, the Kiwi. So the 14th of March was this one. New sell signal closed for a loss. So we closed that on the opposite QMP filter dot. So the entry was here, the loss would have been there. So that's a loss. So we took a second go, and I like this one because of that level there. That's as I said, it's a big level, and price has bounced off it nicely and come down. In the meantime, moved my stop down already. MACD platinum through the zero level. It's all a bit tight with the moving averages, and I was concerned about this level here, which now sort of, you can probably delete that, sort of no longer relevant, but we're going okay. So 12th of April, close, half, and stop. So let's have a look at 12th of April. So on that in there. So closed half in there. And we're still going in the right direction, so we're making more money, which is good. So it's New Zealand USD. Gold, XAU, USD. We're in a couple of trades here. We're in a buy back here. You can read my notes. There is the buy from the 8th of February. So that's this one here. Going well, stops there. We'll probably just bring that stop up a little bit, eh? It was below these lows, but I'm going to just drag it up a bit. So we're just locking a bit more profit, which is good. Now, what have we got here? I might as well bring this stop up too. This is the recent buy. We'll put it in the same spot. So that's 13th of April, this buy here. These lines here, that's a $2,000 level, and that's the 1,800 level. We did take a sell on the 11th of March, so that's in here. And high risk trade, blah, 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 closed up. Yeah, we got out of that for a profit, which is good. And so we're in two buys, and at the moment, this second one's not going that flash. It really needs to break through the 2,000, convince me. But in the meantime, we're locking in good profit on the one from the 8th of Feb still. So gold has been a bit of a sideways mover lately, so yeah. And gold's poor cousin, silver, XAG USD. It's a little bit confusing, aren't they? But it's silver. We took a buy on this in here on the 12th of April on the open. And like I said, I called all these trades at the time. I was a bit late with this one calling it, or in the Facebook group. I thought I posted it, but I didn't apparently. I didn't press the send button, but it was posted in the Telegram channels and the Discord channel. So I do apologise for being late on the Facebook call. I don't like to call them, and especially when this one moved in my favour. Generally, as you know, most of my trades go against me, but this one didn't. So we took a buy here based on the hidden bullish divergence, which you can see here, clearly marked. Like I said, guys, if there's one thing you learn from these videos, have a look at hidden divergence. Trust me, it's a pearler. Remember, regular divergence normally means a trend reversal or at least a decent pullback, whereas hidden divergence is normally a trend continuation. So you're really picking the low-hanging fruit. Now, these three bottom ones are just more for curiosity, as I say, shits and giggles. So I just like to see what my system, how it identifies signals on these three. The US dollar, it's just the US dollar against everything else, I think. I'm not really sure. I've played around trading it and done all right with it, actually, but I've never really actually traded it like big sort of thing. So that's going up. Look at the US dollar. It's in an uptrend. You can see, look at the moving averages. They just spread, as I say, stacked. and heading up. US 500, it's the overall stock market, and the last signal was a sell, which was on the 6th of April on the open there, and it's done well. It's gone nicely. MACD above the zero level. Big divergence, hidden regular, hidden bearish divergence. There it is there, perfect setup. And as soon as we're through the zero level, which the MACD is through the zero level, which we are now, on Monday you would be closing half, and if you're trading this, you'd bring a stop maybe to just above the entry level, something like that. So it's worked very well. Bitcoin against the USD. Last signal is a sell. There it is there. You can't, it sort of didn't really break this high here. We've got a sell, and the high probability methods worked nicely. Brought it down to, if you hadn't, this is definitely be a place you would be closing half. This is the $40,000 level. That's the 50 there. So yeah, and we've gone sideways most of the week, but we've got a green dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level there. So that's a warning. So now we're in buy mode. MACD platinum below the zero level, green dot there, getting ready to go the other way. We've got this level down here. We'll just keep an eye on that. So we'll just drag that across. Yeah, so it's just market structure basically, like any chart. It's just, if you didn't know this is Bitcoin, you could think it's any pair, Forex pair or anything. It doesn't matter. They're all the same. So that's it for the trading, guys. There is no new trade signals for Monday. And as I said, Monday is Easter Monday. Most of the planet, or at least, the Western world, the financial markets, Australia, the UK, New Zealand. I'm not sure if the US has a holiday. I can't keep track of the US and their holidays sometimes, but there's not going to be much action. So I'll bring that Word document up again in case you want to have another look and take a look at that. Like I said, I know these are the most not exciting videos at all, and I'm just trying to get the message across where we're at with the trading, etc. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That would be great. And enjoy the rest of the weekend wherever you may be. Saturday, I've got to catch up with one of my American mates today. He's just got into town, so that'll mean drinking more beers, watching sport, the usual stuff, usual weekend stuff for me. Take care. Thanks for watching, and I'll chat to you guys during the week. Cheers.